Hello my dear students, how are you all? Did you start to study this lesson? Lesson 1, real numbers. In the last class, we studied root 2 is irrational, root 3 is irrational, root 5 is irrational. Only by looking one class you may not understand that. You have to attend the whole class. നിങ്ങൾ അരേ മുറിയായിട്ട് അവിടെ ഇവിടെ വീഡിയോസ് കണ്ടുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ക്ലാസ് മനസ്സിലാവണമെന്നില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ക്ലാസ് മുഴുവനായിട്ട് കാണുക. ഒരേ പ്രോബ്ലം ഒറ്റ പ്രാവശ്യം ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്കത് മനസ്സിലാവണമെന്നില്ല. 2-3 പ്രാവശ്യം ഒരേ ടൈപ്പ് പ്രോബ്ലം ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴാണ് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നത്. root 2, root 3, root 5 that are all questions we are doing by same method. So if any of you have doubt on any of the topic, you can call me immediately after the class. Okay, that it is not possible for me to attend the whole day class because sometimes I'll be busy with the recording and sometimes I'll be on live class. So please cooperate immediately after uploading the class, or in the evening 8 to 9 you can ask doubts. Okay, I hope you understood that the difficulties. Or immediately after uploading the class, that means within 1 hour you can ask doubt. That means the morning 10 to 11 a.m. or 8 to 9 p.m. Please call me for asking doubts this time. Okay, and another thing, now we are going to study the last section of this chapter. Do you remember in the first section what we have studied? Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What is fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Fundamental theorem of arithmetic says that every composite number can be expressed as the product of its prime factors, and the factorization is unique apart from the order of its factors occur. അപ്പോൾ അതൊക്കെ പഠിപ്പിച്ചപ്പോൾ 1-2 പേര് വിളിച്ചിട്ട് LCM HCF ഒന്നും കാണാൻ അറിയത്തില്ലെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. LCM HCF etc. You need not listen here. You just have a look on here. LCM HCF 4th standard, 5th standard, 6th standard. You have been studying this all these 4th standard onwards. Even after many of you don't know to find LCM. For example, find the LCM and HCF of 48, 60 and 36. We are going to find the LCM and HCF of 48, 60 and 36. First of all, you have to factorize it. 48 factorize ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. You will get like this. 48 on factorization, you will get like this. So that you can write factorization നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യണം. So that we can write it as 2 raised to 4 into 3. Then 60 on factorization. 60 on factorization we can write 2 into 2 into 3. Then you check how much 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 3, 12. 12 into 5, 60. Isn't it? So that we can write it as 2 square into 3 into 5. The last number is 36. 30 square we can write it as 2 square into 3 square. Do the prime factorization. LCM. First of all we can find HCF. HCF എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ common factor ഇങ്ങനെ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് ആക്കുക. Okay. Then among 2, HCF since it is highest also we are taking the least power. ഇതിനകത്ത് least power 2 square ആണ്. 2 square. ഇവിടെ അടുത്തത് 3യുടെ ഗ്രൂപ്പ് നോക്കുക. 3 എല്ലാത്തിനും കോമൺ ആണ്. 5 നമുക്ക് എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തില്ല. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് കോമൺ. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനകത്ത് ഹയസ്റ്റ് ലീസ്റ്റ് വരുന്നത് 3 ആണ്. 2 square into 3, 4 into 3, 12 is the HCF. Common factor ഏതാണ്? 12 is the highest common factor. When you find LCM, you have to consider the group of 2. You take the highest power 2 raised to 4. Here the highest power 3 square, and 5 is left. You wanted to take that also. Here you find it out, then you will get the answer. 2 raised to 4, 16. 16 into 5. 16 into 5 is 80. 16 into 5, 80. 80 into 3 square. 80 into 9, the answer will be 720. Common multiple will be always greater than, and common factor തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന നമ്പറിലേക്ക് കുറവായിരിക്കും ഫാക്ടർ. LCM ആണെങ്കിൽ എപ്പോഴും ഗ്രേറ്റർ ആയിരിക്കും. This is the prime factorization method. Another method I will show that division method once more. Division method ഒന്നുകൂടി ഞാൻ പറയാം. division method, we are having the numbers. Which are the numbers? 48, 36 and 60. 48, 60 and 36. We can divide the whole by 2. 24, 30, 18. Again we can divide by 2. Then we are all dividing all the numbers, then round here. Then 12, 15, then 18 on dividing, what we get? 18 on dividing 9. And it is not possible to divide by 2, so that we can divide by 3. 3 whole number is 4, then 5, here 3. Now you can divide by 2. On dividing by 2, we can divide only 4 by 2. 4 on dividing by 2, 2, 5, 3. Again divide by 2, then 1, 5, 3. Then divide by 5, 1, 1, 3. Now you divide by 3, 1, 1, 1. HCF, you take these 3 numbers. 2 into 2 into 3. 12, you get HCF 12. 12 into 2, 24. 24 into 2, 48. 48 into 5. That you have to find 48 into 5. 48 into 5, you will get 240. 240 into 3, you will get the answer LCM 720. Okay, this is the method to find the LCM and the HCF. This is the revision. Okay, now afterwards you are finding root 2 is irrational, root 3 is irrational. Those who have doubt on that topic have to ask me later. Now let's come to today's portion. Let us come to today's portion. What is today's portion? Today I am going to take decimal expansion of rational numbers. Today I am going to start with decimal expansion of rational numbers. Last year also you studied decimal expansion of rational numbers. Now let's see how to convert this into P by Q form. This decimal expansion, are they terminating? What do you mean by terminating? That it is not, it is ending. We don't have any etc. etc. So then how to convert 0.375 into fraction? How to convert into fraction? Fraction that corresponding 375 divided by 1000. 375 divided by 1000. You have to write this in the simplest form. Before that we can write it as 375 divided by 10 cube. 1000 is 10 cube now. 375 divided by 10 cube. Now we can factorize 375. 375 നമ്മുടെ simplest form എഴുതാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് prime factorize ചെയ്യുന്നത്. 375 on prime factorization. Why can't we divide by 5? It's easy, we can divide by 5. 7, then 37, it is 75. Again we can divide by 5. On dividing by 5 you get 15. Now divide by 5 again, then you get 3. So it is 5 cube into 3. Divide by, here 10 cube we can write 10 cube is equal to 2 into 5 the whole cube. 10 cube, how to write? 10 is 2 into 5. 2 into 5 the whole cube. That is 2 cube into 5 cube. How to write 10 cube? 10 cube we can write 2 into 5 the whole cube. That is 2 cube into 5 cube. 2 cube into 5 cube. 5 cube will get cancelled. Answer is 3 by 8. 3 by 8 or 3 by 2 cube. I hope you understood this. Did you understand this? This is the easiest method. Okay? Did you understand this? 2 by 3 cube. And next number 0.104. Next number. 3 decimal places on the 3 decimal place. 104 by 1000. 104 by 1000. How to write? 10 cube. Then 104 we can do the prime factorization of 104. 104 on prime factorizing we can divide 104 divided by 2. 52. Again divided by 2. Then on dividing by 2, 26. 26 on dividing by 2. 13. 13 itself is a prime number. 2 cube into 13 divided by 10 cube. How to write? Here we have wrote 2 cube into 5 cube. 10 cube, how to write it? 10 cube? 10 cube we can write it as 2 cube into 5 cube. Get cancelled. 13 by 5 cube. 13 by 5 cube. The next number 0.0875. That is 8 75 by എത്ര decimal places ഉണ്ട്? How many decimal places? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that we can write 10 raised to 4. Can we write directly 10 raised to 4? Okay. Then 875 on prime factorization. 875. We can divide by 5. 5 is a prime number. Then we have 175. Again divide by 5. On dividing by 5 you get 35. Again divide by 5 you get 7. How do we get this? 5 cube into 7 divided by 10 raised to 4 is 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4. 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4. ഇവിടെ 5 ക്യാൻസൽ ആയി പോയിട്ടില്ലേ? 5 ക്യൂബ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 5 into 5 into 5. 5 raised to 4 means 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. ഇത് ഇങ്ങനെ വെട്ടിപ്പോകും. മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ അല്ലേ? ദെൻ റിമൈൻഡർ ഡിനോമിനേറ്ററിൽ ഒരു 5 നിൽക്കും. 7 divided by 2 raised to 4 into 5. 7 divided by 2 raised to 4 into 5. Now we'll move to the last one. Move to the last one. That is 23. How many decimal places? 3, 4, 0, 8. Then raised 10 for 1 followed by 4 zeros. Then you have to do the prime factorization. Please do the prime factorization of this number yourself. Do the prime factorization yourself. You will get 2 raised to 2 into 7 into 521. Actually it is a prime number. Divided by this one, sorry, we will have, we can do the prime factorization. On prime factorization you will get 2 raised to 6. 2 raised to 6 into 7 into 521 divided by 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4. Again on simplification you get 2 square into 7 into 521 divided by 5 raised to 4. Okay. I have done this many questions. So you have doubt why ma'am is doing all these questions. I wanted to tell a theorem for you. I wanted to tell you all these numbers are rational numbers whose decimal expansion is terminating. Whenever a decimal expansion is terminating, the denominator of such a rational number, if a decimal expansion is terminating, the corresponding rational number in the denominator, then which all the terms will come? 2 and 5. So, the denominator of a terminating decimal expansion, the denominator of a rational number whose decimal expansion is terminating, that it will be in the form 2 raised to m into 5 raised to n. അതായത് ഒരു റാഷണൽ നമ്പറിൻ്റെ ഇതൊക്കെ റാഷണൽ നമ്പേഴ്സ് ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, ഡെസിമൽ എക്സ്പാൻഷൻ ആണ് ഇതെല്ലാം. ഒരു റാഷണൽ നമ്പേഴ്സിൻ്റെ ഏതെങ്കിലും റാഷണൽ നമ്പറിൻ്റെ ഡെസിമൽ എക്സ്പാൻഷൻ, x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminate ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ then the denominator can be written in the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. 2 raised to n 5 raised to m can be written in the form. നോക്കിക്കേ, താഴെ ഇവിടെ 2 cube അല്ലേ? 2 cube, how to write 2 cube? How do we write 2 cube? Denominator, that is 3 into 2 cube into 5 ന്റെ ടേം ഇല്ല. That means 5 raised to 0. What is 5 raised to 0? 5 raised to 0 is 1. This one how to write? 13 by 2 into term illa, that is 2 raised to 0 into 5 cube. This is in the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to n. Here how it is? 7 divided by 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 1. Okay? Here n is equal to 4 and m is equal to 1. And this is in the form 2 raised to 0, its denominator will be in the form 2 raised to 0, 5 raised to 4. Okay, where n is an integer. N is an integer. I hope you understood that. Theorem 1.5 says that let x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. Then x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminate. Then x can be expressed in the form p by q, where p and q are integers, and the prime factorization of q means the denominator, and the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, where m and n are non-negative integers. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായോ? ഒരു ഡെസിമൽ എക്സ്പാൻഷൻ ടെർമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതിൻ്റെ കറസ്പോണ്ടിങ് റാഷണൽ നമ്പർ എല്ലാം p/q ഫോമിൽ വരുമ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഡിനോമിനേറ്റർ ഏത് രീതിയിലായിരിക്കും? 2 raised to n 5 raised to m എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിലായിരിക്കും. 2 ക്യൂബ് എന്നുള്ളതിന് നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെ എഴുതാം? ഡിനോമിനേറ്റർ 2 ക്യൂബ് ഇൻറ്റു 5 raised to 0. 5 raised to 0 is 1. I hope you understood this. Okay?